There was a time when Black Americans were building fortunes, real fortunes. They built banks, mansions, entire wealthy communities. And then, one by one, they were erased. Their names removed from textbooks, their money stolen, their neighborhoods burned. This is the story of the Black billionaires history tried to erase. Countdown starts now. Ask anyone to name a Black billionaire from history, and they'll go silent. But here's the truth. Black wealth in America wasn't rare, it was targeted. From Black Wall Street to the first self-made female millionaire in America, Black Americans built empires that rivaled the richest white families of their time. And then the system did everything it could to take it back. Here are 8 of the wealthiest Black Americans you were never told about. Number 8. The man who built a fortune from sailcloth. James Forten was born free in Philadelphia in 1766. He went to sea as a boy, survived capture by the British, and came home with nothing. Then he apprenticed under a sailmaker and became the master. By the 1830s, his sailmaking business employed over 40 people. He became one of the wealthiest men in Philadelphia, Black or white. And here's the part that matters. Forten used his fortune to fund abolition. He bankrolled the Liberator, the newspaper that would help end slavery, a fortune built by hand and spent fighting for freedom. Number 7. The lumber and coal king of Philadelphia. Stephen Smith was born enslaved and bought his own freedom. Then he went into lumber and coal and real estate. By the 1850s, Smith was worth an estimated $500,000. $500,000 in 1850s money. That's tens of millions today. He became the richest Black man in America at the time. Smith, like Forten, poured his wealth into the Underground Railroad. He funded safe houses, bought passage for the enslaved, risked it all. His money didn't just make him rich, it made people free. Number 6. The woman who made millions before Madam C.J. Walker. Annie Malone built a beauty empire from nothing. Her hair care formula worked, and Black women everywhere wanted it. She trained thousands of women as sales agents, giving them their own income. She became one of the first Black female millionaires in America. Her company, Poro, had branches across the country and even overseas. And here's the part most people miss. Annie Malone mentored Madam C.J. Walker, but Malone's name was largely erased, while her protege became world famous. 2 titans, history remembered one. Number 5. The man called the Prince of Darkness. Jeremiah Hamilton was New York's first Black millionaire. In the 1830s and 40s, he made his fortune on Wall Street, trading and insuring ships. He was ruthless, feared, and unapologetically rich. Hamilton became one of the largest Black landowners in the city. He bought real estate, fought lawsuits, won. When he died in 1875, newspapers called him the richest colored man in America. Yet today, almost no one knows his name. Wall Street's first Black titan, erased.
Number 4. The woman they called Mammy Pleasant. Mary Ellen Pleasant arrived in California with nothing but a plan. She built a restaurant empire, then real estate, then a fortune. She was worth an estimated $30 million. $30 million in the 1800s. One of the richest women on the West Coast. Pleasant didn't just get rich. She funded abolition from the shadows. She bankrolled John Brown's raid on Harper's Ferry. She was so powerful, San Francisco society feared her. The press mocked her with the name Mammy Pleasant, trying to shrink her. But she never stopped. a fortune built to fight slavery. Number 3, the man who built Black Wall Street. In 1906, O.W. Gurley bought land in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He opened a grocery store, then he sold land to other black families, and he loaned them money to build. That neighborhood became Greenwood, the wealthiest black community in America. They called it Black Wall Street because black dollars circulated there. Doctors, lawyers, banks, theaters, a school. Black families owned it all. Gurley himself was worth a fortune: hotels, buildings, land. And then in 1921, the mob came. They burned Greenwood to the ground. Over 300 people killed, 35 blocks destroyed. Black Wall Street and O.W. Gurley's empire was erased in a single night. Number 2, the name everyone knows, but few understand. Madam C.J. Walker, born Sarah Breedlove, orphaned at 7. She was the first self-made female millionaire in American history. Not just the first black one, the first, period. She built a hair care empire with her own 2 hands. At its peak, her company employed thousands of black women as agents. She built a mansion, funded the NAACP, gave scholarships, and she did it all while the country told her she couldn't. When she died in 1919, she was worth over $1 million. But here's the part they skip. She built on the shoulders of Annie Malone, the woman at number 6. A legacy so big, it nearly erased its own foundation. Number 1 isn't a person, it's a people. The survivors of the Tulsa Race Massacre. They lost homes, businesses, and family in a single night. And what did America give them? Nothing. No restitution, no apology, no justice. Estimates put the wealth destroyed in 1921 at up to $200 million in today's dollars. $200 million of black wealth erased in one night. And here's the part that will break you. In 2021, 100 years later, the last living survivors were still in court, still asking for justice. Their wealth wasn't just stolen, the memory of it was buried. But the survivors never let it be forgotten. 8 stories, billions in wealth. One pattern. Every time black Americans built something, the system tried to burn it down. But here's the truth they couldn't erase. They built it anyway. Black wealth in America didn't die in Tulsa. It survived in the descendants, the businesses, the families who kept going. And that's the history they never taught you. If one of these stories hit you, tell me which number. Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And subscribe, because the next countdown is already being written.